So, you think you're pretty smart, huh? But are you a genius? This isn't your average trivia night. We've put together 8 questions that seem simple on the surface but have a hidden twist. Only a real genius can get all 8 right. Most people are out by question 3. Think you can do better? Grab a piece of paper and let's see if you're in the top 1% who can crack this thing. Let's jump in. All right, let's ease into it with a seemingly simple one. Ready? Question 1. A man shaves several times a day, but at the end of the day, he still has a beard. How is this possible? I'll give you 10 seconds. Go. Time's up. Got an answer? Don't overthink it. The answer is, the man is a barber. He spends his whole day shaving other people, which doesn't mean he has to shave his own face. It's a classic trick of our brains hearing a man shaves and immediately picturing him in his own bathroom. A genius mind instantly asks, wait, who is he shaving? It's that ability to challenge the first image that pops into your head. If you got that right, you're off to a fantastic start, but don't get too comfortable. They get harder. Did you nail the first one? Whether you did or didn't, question 2 is a whole new ballgame. It needs a different way of thinking. Here it is. Question 2. What has cities but no houses, mountains but no trees, and water but no fish? Think hard. This one plays with your perception of the world. You've got 10 seconds. Okay, what did you write down? The correct answer is a map. A map shows you cities without any actual houses, mountain ranges without a single tree, and vast oceans without any fish swimming in them. This question tests if you can think abstractly. A genius brain doesn't just think about physical things, it thinks about representations of things. The words cities and mountains are meant to make you picture a real place. The trick is realizing the description also fits a drawing of that place. If you figured that out, congrats. You're 2 for 2. Okay, this is where the stats say most people start to struggle. The pressure is on. Let's see if you can keep the streak going. This one is all about paying super close attention. Question 3. If an electric train is traveling north at 100 miles per hour and a strong wind is blowing from the west, which way does the smoke from the train blow? Sounds like a science problem, right? Don't let it fool you. 10 seconds. Got your final answer locked in? You sure about it? The answer is, there is no smoke. It's an electric train. This is a pure test of whether you were listening. Your brain hears train and wind and wants to start doing physics, picturing the smoke getting pushed by the wind. But the most important word was right at the beginning, electric. All the other details, the speed, the direction, are just noise to distract you. A genius brain knows how to filter out the junk and pinpoint the one detail that changes everything. If you caught that, give yourself a pat on the back. You've made it past the point where most people fail. You're 3 questions in, and if you're 3 for 3, that is seriously impressive. If these questions are giving your brain a workout and you love a good challenge, hit that subscribe button right now. We drop new quizzes to test your limits every single week. Don't miss out. Now let's see if you can keep this genius streak alive. Let's try one with some situational logic. Picture the scene and think through what might be happening behind the scenes. Question 4. A man walks into a bar and asks the bartender for a glass of water. The bartender pulls out a gun and points it at him. The man says, "Thank you," and walks out. Why? This is a classic lateral thinking puzzle. You've got to uncover the hidden story. I'll give you 15 seconds for this one. This one's tough. Did you figure out what was really going on? The answer is, the man had the hiccups. He didn't ask for water to drink it. He was hoping It would cure his hiccups. The bartender knew a faster cure, a good scare. The shock of seeing the gun cured the hiccups instantly, so the man didn't need the water anymore. His thank you was genuine. This puzzle is impossible if you think in a straight line. You're meant to assume the man is thirsty and the gun is a threat. But a genius thinker asks, what's another reason he'd want water? It's about seeing the situation in a completely new way. If you solve that, your ability to think outside the box is off the charts. You're halfway there and doing awesome. This next one is all about wordplay. It's designed to trip you up. Listen carefully. Question 5. I am a word of 5 letters. If you add 2 letters to me, I become shorter. What word am I? That sounds totally impossible. How can adding letters make a word shorter? Think about the words themselves. 10 seconds. Did you get it? This one is sneaky. The word is short. It's a 5-letter word. Add ER to it and it becomes shorter. This brain thinks about the number of letters, but the riddle is a literal pun. It's playing on the meaning of the word shorter, not its length. This kind of mental flexibility is a true sign of high intelligence. If you got this, it shows your brain isn't just a calculator, but a creative machine. 3 to go. Let's ramp up the logic. This requires you to think about how we describe things. Question 6. A woman has 2 daughters. They were born on the same hour of the same day of the same month in the same year, but they are not twins. How is this possible? This seems to break the very definition of twins. So, what's the catch? You've got 15 seconds to solve this family mystery. Time's up. This is one of my favorites. What's the solution? The answer is, they are 2 of a set of triplets. The riddle cleverly plays on your assumptions. When you hear 2 daughters, your brain locks into a scene with only 2 children. The word twins is so powerful that you don't even consider there might be a 3rd child. But if there were 3 babies born at once, any 2 of them fit the description. Born at the same time, but they aren't twins, they're triplets. This puzzle hits on a common mistake, assuming you have the full story. A genius asks, what am I taking for granted here? If you broke through that mental wall, you're operating on a seriously high level. We're almost at the end. This next one is a test of perception. It's about figuring out a whole story from just a little bit of information. Question 7. A man is lying dead in a field. Next to him is an unopened package. There is no other creature in the field. What happened? It's a bit dark, but the logic is solid. What could be in that package? You've got 15 seconds. Ready for the answer? This is a true classic. The answer is, the man jumped from a plane and his parachute failed to open. The unopened package is his parachute. This is all about working backward from the clues. You see a man, a field, a package. How did he get there? The genius solution comes from thinking about that package. What kind of unopened package could lead to death? It's not poison or a weapon. Those would have to be opened. The answer requires a huge leap of imagination, seeing the bigger picture. The field isn't just a field, it's a landing zone. The man wasn't walking, he was falling. If you figured that out, your problem-solving skills are absolutely top tier. All right, this is it. The final question. It might be the most famous lateral thinking puzzle out there. Question 8. You are in a room with 3 light switches. In an adjacent room, there are 3 light bulbs. Each switch controls 1 bulb, but you don't know which is which. You can flip the switches all you want, but you can only enter the other room once. How do you know for sure which switch goes to which bulb? Take your time with this one. Think about all your senses. You've got 20 seconds. This is the final test. Did you come up with a foolproof method? Here's the genius solution. First, flip switch number 1 on. Leave it on for a few minutes. Then, turn it off. Second, flip switch number 2 on and leave it on. Leave switch number 3 completely alone. Now, walk into the other room for your one and only visit. The bulb that is lit up is connected to switch number 2. Now, feel the 2 bulbs that are off. The one that is warm is connected to switch number 1 because it was on for a few minutes. And the bulb that is cold is connected to switch number 3, the one you never touched. The trick is to think beyond just sight. The genius move is realizing that light bulbs do more than just produce light. They also produce heat. By adding time and touch into the mix, you create a third state, warm. So you have 3 distinct states, on, off, and warm, off, and cold, to match your 3 switches. If you solve this, you have an incredible ability to think creatively and solve complex problems with simple, elegant solutions. So, how did you do? Let's see where you landed. If you got 1 to 3 right, you've got a sharp mind. Keep challenging yourself and you'll get even better. If you managed 4 to 6 correct, you are a seriously smart and logical thinker, way ahead of the curve. And if you got 7 or a perfect 8 out of 8, well, congratulations. You are a certified genius. Your ability to think in ways that most people can't is exceptionally rare. Which question was the hardest for you? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear which one really got you. And if you had fun putting your brain to the test, please give this video a thumbs up and share it with a friend who thinks they're a genius. See if they can beat your score. Subscribe for more mind-bending challenges, and we'll see you in the next one.